Start sitting in a position where your hips are a little bit above your knees. So you could be sitting cross-legged or in a chair. So there's a small curve in your low back. And notice the erectness of your spine. So that as you breathe in, the breath comes all the way down your body to the bottom of your spine. And then touch the front of the pelvis, the pubic bone, and then come up the front of the body. So as you breathe in, feel a current of energy going down the spine, to the tailbone, to the pubic bone, then all the way up the front of the body. So do this a few times to come into the rhythm of the breathing of the body, so we can train our bodies into that natural rhythm. Let yourself really relax. It's relaxed and rhythmic, but it's almost massaging the body in a circle down the back of the spine and then up the front of the body. And we're starting to settle. Whatever the natural rhythm is of our bodies right now, you can feel your nervous system being trained to that. Your mind, your sensations. And we're going to really energize the body and bring it in more deeply to a vibrant life. So this beginning part of the meditation is about getting into this flow, feeling into however the body's moving, just noticing. Don't make it slower or faster. If there's a catching in the chest or the throat, doesn't matter. Just allow the body to be as it is right now. Notice that when we start doing that right now, it opens up whatever the natural pace and rhythm of the breathing is and was. As long as we feel it, sense it, begins to open up a little bit of something. Keep gently noticing and relaxing into whatever that is right now. Just keep following that rhythm down the spine, the tailbone, the pubic bone, back up the front of the body. Whatever the natural rhythm of the breath is, let it keep massaging the body so that everything relaxes into this rhythm, learns it. Just keep feeling that flow of energy down, down, heavy, and then circles right back up into the face. And just notice what happens to your attention as you move with this current. Relaxing, tuning in, feeling. And start to allow the natural stability just to open and present itself in the center of the body, from the neck down to the tailbone. And notice the increased energy and even space that opens up when we tune into the natural rhythm that's already happening. And then let's go deeper into sensation. Let's start just below the belly button, between the navel and the pubic bone. No visualizing, just sense it directly, as if your locus of awareness drops down into this place between your navel and your pubic bone. Feel where your internal sex organs are, intestines. Feel deep right into the center. A lot of times we have a lot of sensation and energy up in the chest and the throat, maybe even the neck. And right now, we're just feeling below that. Let your awareness drop down into below the ribs, and then down even lower, right below the belly button. See if you can feel maybe about an inch wide area. Don't imagine any shapes or colors, just feel directly. How much can you sense right here at this part of your body? And the reason we're feeling here is because there's a lot of relaxation even in the organs here. It can be very helpful to feel in the body where it's already relaxed. It's as a touching off point to start to cultivate vibrant, feeling direct sensation in the body. Knowing that our body is just a cluster of light and energy and feeling, experience. Our awareness is patterned by identification with this whole cluster of sensation. So we're going to focus as if your body is a conglomeration of light. All that sense and all that attention into feeling, what is this cluster of light? What does it feel like right here, just below the belly button and above the pubic bone? Breathe into it for about 5 breaths. And now we'll practice cultivating a sense of attention. It's concentration attention, but with a soft focus. Curiosity of what happens when all of awareness centers in the bottom of the belly. How much sensation can you be aware of? And attention will get drawn into the back and into the front because there's more sensation in those dense muscles, especially in the middle of the back. See if you can let it go there, become more vibrant in those sensations as well, but keep drawing awareness back to the middle of the belly. And let the experience become bright, even a brighter sense of darkness, as this area of the body can have a little bit of a dark feeling to it. Breathe into that darkness. Let it become denser with more information. And as you focus there, you're growing your capacity to sense, your capacity to feel these minute little feelings, data, information. And then let all of that cultivated awareness move a little bit forward so you can sense into your pubic bone, just between your legs, where the bones of your bony pelvis meet. There's also a sense of ground and stability in all of sensation, but particularly when we focus in the bottom of the body. See how infinitely deep the feelings, sensations of grounding can become here. As if you can contract infinitely into a small point at the very center of the pubic bone. And if you increase the attention and the feeling at that point, see what happens. If the experience becomes bigger, smaller, stays the same, focus all of the sense of feeling, not your vision coming down from your eyes, but just letting sensation itself sense directly condense into the smallest point possible, right in the center of the pubic bone. Keep letting it get more firm and small, infinitely small, like it's caving in on itself like a black hole, right at the center in your body, in the pubic bone. See what happens to feeling as you pull in there tighter. What is it like to focus in a smaller point of attention with a soft focus? To rest attention there with a sense of care. But it's increasing in intensity. What is that like right here? And where else does your attention want to go? And notice that, because it can be increasing energy in other parts of the body. Just notice that. Let it be taken in and become big and full and feel good. And then bring it back to that point. So you can feel how this part of the body is feeding the rest of sensation. And then feel between the tailbone and the pubic bone. And first, you might feel your skin or your clothes, and where it's touching your genital area. You might feel back a little bit into the sensation there. There's all these little nerve endings, starting at the surface of the skin, and then track back about a half an inch. When you breathe in, you can feel this part of your body relax a little bit. When you breathe out, it pulls up slightly. So let that rhythm happen a few times. And you can still feel all the sensation we cultivated in the pubic bone. But now we're bringing in also the experience of the pelvic floor. Come in, drop down a little bit. Relax as you breathe in. When you breathe out, pulls in ever so slightly. So you can feel how the body's always supporting us, very naturally, right at the base and where we develop. As an embryo, where we come from, this cord spreads out, becomes all of sensation, moves out into the legs and down to the toes. Feel the wonder of that. Just really take it in. How this body has developed from this little tiny, minute cluster of nerves. As they span out, there's so much information in these clusters of nerves and blood. So as we bring attention down to this little part of the body, such a vital part, just let yourself take in all of the sensation of the nerves. Even if you imagine, you can feel all of the blood moving in the blood vessels. It can be kind of intense, where we feel all of this blood pulsing in places like the hip joints. See with this attention and this careful noticing how much sensation you can feel. What happens in the pelvic floor if you just keep attention there? Inviting more and more information. And if you notice any kind of achy vibration, let yourself sink deeper into the direct sensation of it. Feel what happens. Or maybe there's an electric feeling or vibration. Whatever you feel, that's an intense sensation. Let yourself relax into it. But keep the attention focused with that kind, soft focus. And as you start to feel a lot of sensation in that area, let your attention come back up your spine so that the sensation we're feeling there feeds the rest of the body. And you don't have to go in the same circular pattern as before. Just let it go wherever it wants to go. If it comes up the front, sense more of the front. If it comes up the back, sense more of the back. But either way, we're cultivating still attention and awareness down at the pelvis, letting that sensation then feed back up the body. And start to let from head down to tailbone vibrate. Feel all of that movement feeding the arms and the legs down to the fingers and toes. We're letting the body become this bright, pulsating sense of energy. And maybe there's a color. Let the color be a feeling. Not so much visual, just direct sensation. Then pull back into the center of the body so that awareness condenses right in the middle of the body. And feel stability. Stability. In the very center of our body. Just have this centered ground. Let all the experience of the whole body be there at the same time. So you feel ground and containment inside the skin. And then let your skin become porous so that the edges of your body, whatever you're aware of as the edge, becomes porous. You can feel out to the front, aware of the area in front of your body, and then to the back. And see how much on the sides and the front and the back and up and down. See how much you can let your awareness grow, as in the sense of your own body expanding outside the boundaries of your skin. Wherever it wants to go, let it pour out into the space around you, above you, below you. So all of the sensation cultivated from the body, especially the pelvis, just let it move out in every direction. So there's this space and weightlessness and lightness. And feel the sense of possibility as you move into your life and you carry around this sense of being big. Your energy touches everything you come in contact with, touches it. Whatever inspiration and possibility is being cultivated inside of you gets to touch what's outside of you. And whatever's happening in your life, your own awareness gets to be bigger than your body. And touch everything that your eyes and your senses are aware of. So with that sense of permeable bigness, let it infuse the things you're excited about or even scared of coming up ahead of you. Feel the gentle porousness of your being and your body meeting that scenario, calming it, taking care of it. And actually let yourself imagine a scenario being solved by this big, soft, gentle awareness and this transforming light around you, in you. And then whatever that imagination brings up, just breathe into it. That same natural rhythm that we've tuned into. The natural rhythm that you are. The rhythm that moves you like a wave moving through you. All of that breath and sensation just gathered and cultivated. Let it wash through. So there's no trying right now. There's no efforting. Just letting all of it wash through and up and down your spine. There's so much energy in the body that now we'll just pull back in to feel the boundaries of your skin again. Back to containment and ground. And gently bring all of the awareness and attention back into that little place we started in, between the belly button and the pelvis. And see if all of that extra energy can rest down into that little place. So we've been pulling out into big awareness and sensation. Now we pull it back in. as gentle as the pace of the breath at the very beginning. Let a soft noticing rest in the bottom of the belly. As if you're harvesting all of that information, bringing it back into a little chamber. And letting one of the most delicate parts of you open up this little treasure. Carefully bring attention back into that one point and let it be vibrant there. And then in that little point, find one word that's your intention for this day and this moment in your life. And let that little word peer out into whatever is before it.